G'day, Andrew Murray here from the Apartment Specialists. Welcome to our channel. Today we've got Jesse, one of the top salespeople from the team. G'day.
Hey.
Cool. So today we're talking about an opportunity that we're seeing in the market, and one that's pretty hot. Basically, when you look at the apartment market, you've got different categories, different types of apartments. You've got your character apartments, your leasehold, your first home kind of apartments. You've got your high end, all that kind of thing. And today we're going to be talking about high end apartments because they're really moving, and we see them moving quite a lot in the next couple of years. So why is this? What's happening?
Well, first of all, probably the biggest indicator would be supply and demand. We all know that there's a huge housing crisis in Auckland at the moment. There's a massive undersupply in apartments, but where there's the biggest shortage is high-end apartments. Yeah.
And this would be because?
It's because, I guess, in our last boom, the apartments that were built for what was in demand. And back then, Kiwis weren't really living in apartments. It was more so investors. So the developers were building investment stock. Now what's in demand is, we've jumped in the bandwagon with the rest of the world and we want to live in apartments. We want a good quality, big size apartment, but the developers aren't really building to what's in demand, and there's a huge shortage of existing stock and of high-end stock coming up as well.
Yeah. So if you're a buyer, you're looking out there for a high-end stock, and when we mean high-end, we're talking about what, between 1 million and 3 million, would that be fair?
Yeah, 1 million, 3 million, 100 square metres plus, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so big stock you can actually, live in. I mean, there's very few that's already built, 100% agree with that, and then you look at what is on offer as buying off the plan. That's really your only other alternative. But the prices they're going for are...
Yeah, very high. So just to give you an example, you could buy a high-end apartment for $15,000 to $25,000 per square metre off the plans. Or if you look at existing stock, you can get something for about $10,000 a square metre.
That's still high quality.
Yeah, that's still high quality. So if you look at, if you fast forward 5 years, you can sort of see that the potential capital growth with existing high-end stock.
Yeah, well, logically you can see that in 5 years' time it's already going to be built. It basically will be on the same par. And my feeling is probably that the high-end stock that's sold at that 25,000 square metre it's pretty high. Will probably come down a bit, but it'll bring up the secondary stock even more so.
Yeah,
and you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, well, that's what I expect as well. You've already seen it at the moment. In the last 6 months, the market's quieted down a little bit because of the bank's restrictions. However, that doesn't affect the high-end stock as well. So we're still seeing this move.
Yeah, because I suppose the people who are looking for high-end apartments are generally your baby boomers, your execs. We've got about 5,000 new jobs coming in with Wynyard Quarter, with obviously Fonterra coming in. You've got Microsoft. You've got all these head offices coming in, Datacom. That's really pushing the high-end stock.
Yeah, absolutely. And Auckland's still a young city with so much development. It's just becoming more and more popular. So we're going to get a lot more people coming here wanting good quality apartments. I
don't want to be rude, but the rail link ain't going to solve it. Yeah. By the time it's finished, we're going to need another one. Anyway, so I hope you sort of got an eye on that. What we're trying to say is, if I was an investor, this is where we'd be going. Because investors are buying houses at the average house price being, between 800 and $1 million, and it's sort of fluctuating. Well, why not look for apartments in that level? You also get rents that are probably about another 50% higher. It just makes sense. Thanks, Jesse, for talking to us today about that. What we're also going to focus on is we get a lot of questions about pets, especially because of downsizing. And young people who, they want to have a baby, but hey, let's just test out the relationship first and have a kid. Have a cat or a dog. So we're going to talk about pets, body corporates, what's the chances, what do you have to do? So anyway, from today, if you have any questions, I'm sure you do, put them in the box below. And yeah, thank you for listening, and thanks for coming in, Jesse.
Cool. Cheers.